Is a new development in the criminal case against former President Trump. It resulted in his conviction last week on 34 felony counts. It involves a social media post that may have foreshadowed that outcome. Correspondent David Spunt is in Wilmington, Delaware tonight with the details. Hello, David.
Rich, good evening. This is an interesting development. The verdict in Donald Trump's Manhattan case came out on May 30th, the day before May 29th. The judge announced today to both parties that someone posted on social media they are a cousin of one of the jurors, and they said the juror told them that Donald Trump would be convicted, essentially foreshadowing that conviction a day later on May 30th. Fox News reached out to Donald Trump's legal team, and we're told that they are investigating. We're also told the court is investigating, and the post was taken down. But certainly that is curious. There was a social media post about Donald Trump's conviction, purportedly from a cousin of one of the jurors, just one day before the actual conviction. I am in Wilmington, Delaware, with this federal courthouse behind me because big news in the Hunter Biden federal gun case today. This weekend, Abbe Lowell, Hunter Biden's attorney, has a big decision to make whether or not to allow Hunter Biden to testify in his own defense on Monday. Meanwhile, today, an emotionally charged day with Hunter Biden's eldest daughter on the stand, giving him moral support. Hunter Biden's eldest daughter admitted to jurors she was nervous, but wove a positive narrative of her father when she saw him in October 2018. That was when Hunter bought the .38 caliber Colt revolver at the center of the case. Naomi Biden said she borrowed her dad's truck to move into a new apartment in New York City days after the gun purchase, and testified she saw no evidence of drugs in the vehicle. Hunter's overall demeanor at the time, quote, "He seemed great." That contrasted with testimony the day before from her aunt, who was in a romantic relationship with Hunter at the time. Hallie Biden says she found what she believed to be crack, along with drug paraphernalia and the gun itself in that truck, only days after Naomi gave the truck back to her dad. Hunter Biden dabbed his eyes with a tissue as his daughter recounted their relationship. Hunter has said that it was his brother Bo's passing that triggered a depressive spiral into crack cocaine addiction. After my uncle died, things got bad, Naomi testified. When Naomi left the courtroom, she was in tears and hugged her dad. The First Lady flew in from France to sit in the front row once again to support Hunter. He's charged with lying on a federal gun form about whether he was still using drugs when he bought the gun on October 12, 2018. His lawyer, Abbe Lowell, telling the court he may call his defendant to the stand on Monday. In testimony earlier today, Lowell tried to poke holes in the authenticity of that firearms transaction record, pressing gun store employees over whether there were two different versions of the form and if it was filled out properly. Lowell painted a picture of sloppy paperwork by store staff. I mentioned the First Lady in the courtroom. She was in the courtroom Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Thursday, she was in France for D-Day commemoration event. She flew back to Wilmington. She was in the courtroom today. She's actually flying back to France later to be at a state dinner in France tomorrow, only to come back to the United States on Sunday here in Wilmington with the president. We've asked the White House a little bit more about these trips, who's paying for them, to try to find out a little bit more details. No answer yet from the White House on that, but Rich, big news if Hunter Biden does take the stand on Monday. If he doesn't, it's possible we go right into closing arguments, and it's potentially we could have a verdict by late Monday. Rich?
Big morning Monday. David Spunt live for us in Wilmington. David, thank you.